Plans are underway for what tourism leaders call a first of its kind in Northeast Tennessee.
A $20 million couples-only luxury cabin resort in Unicoi County. News Channel 11's John Janko found plans call for a groundbreaking in January.
Resort's owners say the idea behind Coffee Ridge Resort is to help couples enjoy the mountains and take a break from the demands of everyday life.
And if you could, give me 3 claps. Or as many as you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Deborah Hatley, and I am the CEO of Coffee Ridge. The idea actually started from me and my husband. We were actually traveling in Arizona, and kind of over some conversation, we realized that we shared a very similar dream and vision to own a resort and to do it in a very different, elevated way. First kind of thing that we needed to establish was obviously the property. And at the time, my husband had thought about doing it in Montana, because Montana is obviously a very beautiful area, but it really honestly didn't seem realistic with our life and the fact that we still have kids in school. So we actually decided to bring this concept to our backyard in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which in my opinion is some of the most beautiful landscape in our nation. We first found the property. It only took us maybe 3 properties until we came upon this one. And honestly, it was kind of love at first sight. The moment that we stepped into the property, it had this handmade sign from the original owner that said God's country. And it really felt like that from the moment that we entered into it. The views are these 360 views kind of all over. You get a view of Big Bald Mountain, and you get a view of Cherokee National Forest, which surrounds and hugs the 300 acres of property that we sit on, and it's just absolutely stunning. It really is. You don't realize how beautiful our landscape is until you kind of find some of those slice of heaven properties, and Coffee Ridge definitely evokes that. So the whole design process, the architecture plans have been going on for about 2 years. It has been a lengthy process. It's been a lot of work, but working with some really talented architects from Nashville who are seeing this vision really eye to eye and are making it honestly just come a reality. So at this point, we are now nearing the end of the design phase where we have pretty much the CDs in hand, and we're just handing them over to the contractors that are going to be doing the handswork of this whole entire property. And that actually has already set forth. We are in the beginning stages of the infrastructure planning and kind of getting everything tied down and cleared out for where the cabins and where the hub house and where the spa are going to be at. Right now, we have it set for an opening of October 2023, which is an aggressive date, but I think that we're going to be able to pull it off. I think if we have our due diligence set before us and we get all of our materials in, of course, it's the time where you can't completely control supply and demand, but I think that we will for sure be able to hit at least half capacity by October 2023 and share the journey with our guests. So I brought Hope on about a year ago, and she has helped me on a personal side in the beginning. Now she is really on an administration role with Coffee Ridge. So she's been helping me get new employees in the system. She's been helping me set up different communication with different contractors. She's helped me, honestly, on a ton of different aspects. She really does kind of a little bit of everything. We make the joke of calling her our chaos coordinator. She wears many hats and she does it very, very well.
Hi, my name is Hope, and I am the executive assistant for Coffee Ridge. I was brought on the team of Coffee Ridge in September of 2021, and I really helped with getting Coffee Ridge on its feet. So at this point, I have dove into full administration role and communications. I am so excited for the future of Coffee Ridge and being able to, instead of seeing it on paper, seeing it in real life and being able to walk in the buildings and see the employees enjoy Coffee Ridge as much as I have since the beginning.
I've also brought on a lead interior designer, Mary, who just recently graduated from the architecture interior design program from ATSU. She's uber talented and has really helped the vision of Coffee Ridge, the design, the ideas that I have. You know, she's basically been able to put them into a software and completely read them and make them a reality.
My name is Mary Lane, and I'm the lead interior designer for Coffee Ridge. Deb and I work together to bring these interior visions that she has for Coffee Ridge to life in programs like Revit and Inkscape. It just sort of helps for the architects, the contractors, and for her and I to better see what it'll look like in a more realistic way. In the last 7 months that I've been here, Coffee Ridge has really made a lot of progress as far as construction documents for our more public spaces like Hub House and Spa. And it's super exciting for, our groundbreaking party that we had recently and to really be diving into the interiors for these spaces. And I'm really excited for the future of Coffee Ridge.
Unicoi County's Economic and Community Development Board says the resort will be nestled in the mountains in the southern part of the county. While officials haven't released an exact location, we do know the resort will be located near Interstate 26 in the Coffee Ridge area.
Coffee Ridge is located in Flag Pond, Tennessee, which is kind of a rare collection find in the Southeast region, in my opinion. Coffee Ridge sits on 300 acres and it is absolutely stunning. It is home to wildlife, black bear, which we've seen a few. It has got a few man-made ponds on there. It's a very captivating area. It's easy to kind of immerse yourself in the nature. It's surrounded by 25,000 acres of Cherokee National Forest, which is home to tons of trails and some of the most amazing hikes around the world. We plan on offering a multitude of things, but obviously the more focus and connection is going to be couples to connect with each other and to be able to disconnect themselves from kind of the everyday stressors and really focus on each other and focus on nature and being able to just kind of create this ultimate luxury sanctuary for them. I think for us, Coffee Ridge is something that is so special because there's so much thought that's going behind the scenes, not only from the design and architecture approach, but really the way that things are going to lay out. The start of your journey, from the moment that you come there, we're going to be offering complimentary helicopter rides, flying right in and kind of dropping you in the middle of our amazing mountains. We're really trying to think of every detail and make sure that it is very much curated around each couple and exactly what they want to do. One of the mantras that I feel like we're going to really be able to speak to is whatever you want, whenever you want it. Also, whatever you want to do and when you want to do it. Coffee Ridge is one of those things that we want you to feel lost at, and we also want you to feel like you are very much cared about. Taking the extra time to learn a little bit more about each couple, making sure that we have all your favorite snacks and all your favorite drinks on hand. Your bars aren't going to be staffed with a bunch of random stuff that you would never even touch. We're going to welcome you with your favorite beverage, whether that's your amazing Bordeaux wine, or that's your bourbon, or it's your cup of coffee or tea. Another part of Coffee Ridge's story is, of course, we're going to be branding and roasting our own coffee on site, which I feel like will leave people with just this amazing memory and aroma that they'll only ever be able to find again at Coffee Ridge. The whole idea is to be able to make it to where you can make this experience exactly how and what you want it to be.